So I told you guys that I was taking a lot of kratom when I was bodybuilding because it allowed me to power through the massive amounts of coding that I was doing all day long. And then on top of that, being a normal person, taking care of normal administrative duties like taking a shower and washing your car 4 times a week because I cared about my car that much, and walking your dog and cooking your food. And by the way, if you're a bodybuilder, my God, you're cooking a lot of food, especially if you are a younger person. You can't afford $800 a month meal prep. So at this point in my life, and guys, this is around 2018. So right when I had stopped taking this kratom stuff, I had still yet neglected to go back to a doctor because I had just moved from Jackson, Mississippi, back to my hometown of New Orleans, Louisiana, the good old Bayou. And I was so busy with everything going on in my life. And at this point in my life, I was just trying to do two things. I was trying to level up myself in my career as a software engineer as much as possible. And I was at this point, I was working as a 1099 private contractor for a bunch of casinos, and I was writing casino software, and I didn't really have any help on it. So I was doing a lot of coding. And at the same time, I was preparing for several national level bodybuilding shows that year. I had a dog, I had a girlfriend, I had a car, I had a house, I had all these things I had to take care of. And I didn't really have a lot of time. So I told myself, you know what? I need to go back. I should go back. I should get a new prescription for my ADD so I can get something to allow me to concentrate better and longer like I used to. I don't want to take the kratom stuff anymore. And I didn't want to bother going to my friends and asking them for stuff to buy it. And at this point, it had been probably 8 years since I had that prescription to Concerta. So, which I didn't even want to take because he felt terrible on it. So I was like, I'm going to go through another venue. I'm just going to do things permissionlessly, and I'm going to order something from the internet. So I went to this area of the internet that some could say is a dark world wide web. It is I don't know if we can even say the name on the stream, but for you guys know what, if you guys know what an onion router is, then you guys know what area of the internet that I'm actually talking about. And I went and I purchased what I believed was Adderall. And I got it. And I had to say that when I took it, it didn't feel like it felt a little better than the last time I had taken Adderall. I was like, wow, this is great. This definitely allows me to be able to do all this software programming that I had to do all day long. And then I can go and do the massive amounts of training in the gym. And at this point, I was doing probably so this was what my schedule at this time in my life was like. 5 o'clock in the morning, wake up, do 30 minutes of fasted cardio, walk dog, go inside my house and take the 30 injections that I had to take because I was preparing for a bodybuilding show. Newsflash, if you're preparing for a bodybuilding show and you compete in the NPC and it's not your first year as a physique class competitor, you're taking steroids. Don't have to believe me. I'm not saying that so that you guys think that I'm telling you guys I wasn't the only one taking it. You're just going to have to trust me. If not, I don't know. Go to Google, ask around. But I can tell you guys that the massive amounts of steroids that I was taking, in comparison to some people that I know personally, it was considered to be, we could say a little bit less. But the point I'm trying to make here, guys, is that I had to do things I had to take a shot every 4 hours. I had to time this time. If you guys see bodybuilders, they're having to time their meals. Some of them are actually timing their injection times too for these different chemical compounds that they're injecting into their body. So forget about that. Forget about that you have to go do cardio 30 minutes in the morning, walk dog, prepare your food, cook your breakfast, go shower, shave your body because you have to shave your entire body. And then I was doing what? Sometimes 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 hours of programming, talking on the phone, answering emails. And then I would go to the gym for probably about an hour and a half and then do another 30 minutes of cardio. So from basically 5 o'clock in the morning until 9:30 at night, I was consistently moving, either coding or doing something that involved bodybuilding. My output, my expenditure on how much I was moving in life it required the energy of 3 people. Okay. not saying this to fluff myself up, but I did in those couple years, I probably did more work, not just physical work, but also mental work than most people do in like almost a decade. And that's why I went and ordered this stuff. And it did help. It helped me power through all this stuff. It helped me not fall asleep. It helped me have the extra energy and the stamina to do all the things that I needed to do. Now, at this point, I was just taking it on days that I needed to, and I didn't really feel like it was a big problem. Anytime I stopped taking it, I might have felt a little bad, but at this particular point in my life, I could have gotten hit by a truck, and I would have just tried to walk it off because I was literally physically beating myself up in the gym, very very bad, and I had just basically become numb to pain. I was accustomed to being numb to pain because if you can't be numb to pain, then good luck being a bodybuilder.